What's up YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey Stock Trades. And before I start this video, I would like to say, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own DD. Alright guys, so we're not going to do too much into the technicals today. In fact, I'm not going to do any of it at all. I do have my prediction at the end of this video. I just took the snippet that I did in the long interview that I did with Roller Pigeons off of Mmatr from Reddit. I urge everybody to go and watch that video. It is extremely long. I understand it's about an hour and a half of overall interview. The first hour and a half is all interview. We asked several questions, and she was able to produce a lot of really good answers. She was able to back it up with a lot of DD. She understands a lot about oil and gas assets and how they work in the state of Texas. So if anybody would like to go and check that video out, I'm going to put a link to that at the end of this video, of course, in the description of the video. But ultimately, we wanted to talk about the stock. So here's what we got. Ultimately, we had a consolidation week, unfortunately, in a downward trend. And it does happen. After you've had such a major run-up over the last, of course, month and a half, you're going to have some consolidation period. We saw very similar consolidation in this stretch here after our major run-up to this point. We consolidated in a downward and upward trend several times. So this isn't unfamiliar territory. We're just back in it, and it's no big deal. Really, it isn't. The only thing we're waiting for is the next level up. This is just the first step in our stair steps case into the moon landing. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the day-to-day price action that we had over the course of the last few days. There's a lot of hinkiness in the market and a lot of hinkiness in the stock. As far as the Mmtlp stuff goes, here's my standing as follows. It's going to go away, guys. This is not a Meta doing. Meta had nothing to do with it, and they've stated that over and over and over again. If you really want to dig deep, go dig into the proxy statements. It tells you straightforward that they would have to notify you if they decided they want to do anything like this. It is not unheard of, and it's not that it can't be done. It can be done. We've established on what it takes to put a security on the OTC, and we have established who some of the suspects could be. Now, I haven't gone into as deep as saying maybe it could have possibly been somebody, a big whale, that possibly was holding through the Torchlight merger, and they just had tons and tons of the preferred Series A shares. We don't know, and possibly we'll never know. But we do know for sure one thing, that Meta had nothing to do with it. And I stand confident in believing that once this all hashes itself out, it will go away. Once the dividend has been reported, stating all assets have been sold and the dividend can be paid out, you'll see that go away as well. It'll disappear because the cash monies will be deposited into your brokerage account. And if they do decide to turn this into a spinoff, you would still see those shares, those Mmtlp shares, if that's what they stay as Mmtlp, you'll see them disappear again. And I would believe that the new Oilco holding shares would then be dispersed in lieu of the dividend shares. And it would then go off into a series of dividend payments, because that's what the spinoff states. It could just turn into multiple payments over a series of time. Plus, we don't know what George has up his sleeve. So, that's what I got for you on all this today. I'm going to toss my prediction in here right now. You're going to start watching it here in just a second. And if you want to take a recap on what the interview was all about, we talked about Hudspeth, which is Torchlight. We talked about Greg McCabe and what his role is in it. We talked about Maverick Operating LLC. We talked about EIG, which is a clean energy company which owns Maverick. We talked a little bit about Sage, and then we did some bullshit at the end. So, yeah, with that being said, like, subscribe, make sure you do what you got to do. Comment below for the algorithm. Share these videos out with all of your friends and family because it's very important that everybody sees these videos. Now you're going to go ahead and watch my prediction for Monday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace. Exclusive. So let's go ahead and crack into the 5-minute chart and bring it over, shrink some stuff down. let's see. Also, make sure we're getting this video out on the airwaves. Make sure everybody's sharing this. Get it out on Twitter, Stock Twits, Facebook, YouTube, anything anybody can share this video and share it. There's going to be a lot of information there. A lot of people are going to want to see and know. All right, so here we are with our prediction. So here's what we're looking at on Monday. Monday morning, I'm looking at a little bit of volatility pouring into the stock. We've had a lot of good things happen. We had some good news. I think this whole last week was just basically a lot of sideways action. And the reason why I feel that it was sideways action was because there was a lot of uncertainty in the stock. Not the stock market per se, there was, but in the stock. When you've got this kind of stupidness happening with the MMTLP and the uncertainty and nobody knows what's going on, and we've got, emails coming from this person and this YouTuber saying that and this YouTuber saying that, and then you've got the company not doing... There's uncertainty. And believe me, hedge funds pay attention to YouTubers. They absolutely do. They want to know what we're saying. It is just, they look at all news. So that's why I think we had basically a level week, not overall level, but just kind of consolidating throughout the week. Now, we coming into Monday with a little bit of volatility, but we're going to go ahead and start with our bear prediction. Bear prediction, of course, we're going to start with a morning dip. Morning dip's going to be coming down probably all the way down to $4.80, creating a catch. Now, when I say a catch, we've gone through the catcher's mitt theory. It'll slow down off of the $4.90, but there's not a whole lot of resistance down in here. I know we've tapped $4.85 a couple of times, but not a lot. 480 being hopefully the ultimate slowdown and then bouncing off of Sterling's mark, $4.76. I do foresee this being something we can be touching in the very, very near future. So, if we come down and we break through the $4.80 mark and we tap 476, expect for a pretty quick immediate correction right back up to the $4.90 level. This is going to be crucial. If we can get back above $4.90, we'll stay in a very good area as far as the overall trading of the stock goes. I don't want to stay below that level for too long of a period of time because it doesn't have any incentive for people to want to come into the stock. You're dropping lower and lower on the overall day-to-day price action. If we can show a rebound and get back above 490, you might see some buyers come in and help push it back towards the $5 range. If we could trade in a sideways fashion through the rest of the day, consolidating back towards that $5 range, even floating between 5 and 490, I think we would have a really good chance of seeing a correction come Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, let me get a drink. A good old-fashioned tap water. Yum. All right, so if we go bull, still expect that morning dip, but I wouldn't expect such an extreme dip. However, it can still happen. Sterling's mark's a very good, strong lift point. So if it does come this far, big bounce. But I don't think it will. If it goes bull, I would see 490 and then an immediate correction shooting straight back above 5. Remember, we've traded the $5.20 channel for quite a while, and it's very comfortable to be there, but it means it's also been a very good level of resistance. So I would expect for us to shoot straight towards that, probably busting through 510 relatively quick, going to 520 and bouncing off of 520 and trading between 520 and 510 for a short amount of time, more than likely 515. And then we're going to launch off of that and hopefully get back above the $5.20 mark where we consolidate for a short amount of time. Now, with volume, of course, we need volume. Once volume pours in, we're going to push up towards the $5.30 mark. If we can crack through 530 up to 535, that would be a great level for us to end at. I would be very comfortable in that level and putting us right back up in that beautiful, beautiful spot we are very comfortable being in the 530 to 535 channel. Also, doing so would also, if you look here, I had talked about we have been creating a double bottom. We're pretty dang close, would be bringing a correction towards making that big old fat George W that we apes absolutely love. And with that being said, guys, that's what I absolutely have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's live session. This was the very first interview I've ever done, and I hope it was good. I know it was long. Thanks for everybody hanging in there. Peace.